Hello! You are watching the Video Voters Guide, organized by the League of Women Voters of Portland. All candidates who filed for this race were invited to participate in the Video Voters Guide. However, there are many reasons during a campaign why a candidate may be unable to appear. For comprehensive coverage by the League, including information on candidates who might not have been available for a video interview, visit vote411.org. Information is available in both English and Spanish. Candidates may choose to include additional information on Vote 411, such as their own YouTube videos. Watch, share, and be an informed voter.
Hello, this is Debbie Kay, President of the League of Women Voters of Portland. With me today is Laurie Cremona Wagner, running for Portland Community College Zone 1 in the May 18th special district election. Welcome, Laurie.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for having me.
Glad to do that. We have 5 questions, so let's get started. How will you work with faculty unions and college administration to assure stable funding and continued educational excellence in times of fluctuating enrollment?
Yeah, so thank you for that question. I think the first and most important thing that I can do is to help lobby for more funding. So the first thing that we need is a good pool of money so that we can actually fund the programs and ensure not only student success, but also the funding for all of the programs that we need. So I would lobby for more funding. I would participate in lobby activities at the state level. I would make sure to join the coalition that goes to DC that lobbies on behalf of programs and funding from the federal government. I would also participate in legislation that is meant to help our part-time faculty in terms of the benefits that they receive. And I think most importantly, the thing that I enjoy most and am strong in doing is aligning goals that might seem disparate between different parties and parties that might have a complex set of interests, and finding what that joint goal is. So if having faculty that are accessible to the students is going to help with student success and also help with the life of a faculty member, then let's make sure to achieve both of those goals at the same time. So where can we most align to help serve the entire community and the success of our state and the success of our students?
Thank you. What initiatives would you take or support to improve graduation and transfer rates for low-income students and also for students of color?
Yeah, I think that the most important thing that we can do is really drive the diversity, equity, and inclusion and the mission of PCC right now, which is a sense of belonging and well-being for every student, every faculty member, every employee. We need to empower the student voice in order to ensure that we are accelerating the success of the students who have felt marginalized. And we need to make sure that we're improving the recruitment, the hiring, the retention of the employees of color so that students see themselves in the faculty. They can especially relate and believe in this dream that they came to PCC to achieve. We need to implement all of our policy, all the policy that PCC puts in place through a lens of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we need to make sure that we are directing energy and resources to improve racial equity, building on the movement, the Black Lives Matter movement that's currently in place. One of the things that I've been reading a lot about are colleges who build that into their budgeting processes. So how can we, as we're going through the budget process, which touches every single person in PCC, every department, every faculty member at PCC, how can we build that into the budget process so that student success is ultimately the goal, and the execution of how we achieve that is spelled out explicitly and everyone's held accountable for delivering on that.
Thank you. If the current state budget does not provide adequate funding for increasing needs, how will you meet that shortfall without raising tuition?
Well, I think that we're really trying to get creative around the ARPA budget and the money that's coming from the federal government, as well as wraparound services, wraparound support, and grants that might come from other organizations, the federal government especially, to figure out how to meet those needs so that we can provide the funding for the programs that are really going to move the needle for students to find a living wage job, to really understand where they're going to go in this economy, where the jobs are going to be, and the pathway to actually get there. So how are we going to connect those students with the programs, the really innovative programs that PCC's put in place to drive pathways to those living wage careers?
Great. How do you envision the role of community college within the community? And if we have time, within the state system of higher education?
Well, it provides so many roles to so many people. So starting with, we have high schoolers. So we've seen our high schoolers actually participate in the dual credit enrollment system. So how can high school students and also students who want a fast start getting into the community college system early, so that even if they want to go to community college, it's an easy transition, but also so that they're benefiting when they go to college and they can hopefully save some money and get a start into college early. And then as we move into the next stage, there's so many things that we can do with an associate's degree instead of in terms of the Oregon Promise and helping people connect into a 4-year degree, but also in terms of workforce and programs that are actually going to provide a 2-year certificate, for example, in cybersecurity or in a healthcare profession, to fill some of the jobs that are so needed and that people might only need a 2-year degree in order to enter to get a really great job. I think the other thing that we're really looking to do is to partner with the unions on the apprenticeship programs. If you're in an apprenticeship program, how can we partner on the curriculum so that people might actually complete their apprenticeship with a degree? And then in terms of the community, I mean, I know our family has taken advantage of so many of the programs that PCC offers in terms of learning languages, learning welding, learning how to swim, all of the different programs that people right here in our community who might already have gone to college or might be even in elementary school can take advantage of. So there's so many people that go to PCC. And then there's a lot of people that want to do a job transition. And I think that, or get back into working after maybe having taken time to be with their family. And how can we help them gain the skills or maybe even change their skill set so that they can go through that transition?
Thank you. Very quickly, because we really have a few seconds left. Can you say how the COVID crisis has increased your concerns and hopes for the future of public education? It's a big question.
Well, concerns, I think, I think it's very short term that people have stopped community college. And what we've actually heard is the loss of income, the uncertainty of what the jobs are, and not wanting to go to school online. Hopefully, we're going to be able to address all of those challenges in the very near term and get people back into school, and at the same time retain all the benefits and everything that we've learned through a hybrid education, through helping cut down on the commute that it might take people to get between campuses or to campus. So I'm hoping we can retain all the good things and then work through all the challenges that we've just experienced.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. I want to remind our viewers that the special district election will be May 18th. As with all elections in Oregon, we vote by mail. The last day to register is Tuesday, April 27th. Ballots will start being mailed the following day. Ballots must be received by Tuesday, May 18th at 8 p.m. Postmarks do not count, so please make a plan for how you are going to send your ballot, by mail or through a drop box. Additional information on the election is available at the League of Women Voters sponsored website, vote411.org. I recommend it highly. Please be an informed voter. Share these resources with your family and friends. This is Debbie Kay for the League of Women Voters of Portland. Thank you for being with us today. And Laurie, thank you for joining in.
Thank you, Debbie.